Welcome back to Made by Heart Homestead. If you'll remember in our last video, I made some bone broth out of some chicken that I roasted in the previous video. So, 2 Saturdays ago, I roasted a chicken. Last Saturday, I made bone broth. And this Saturday, I'm going to can this up. I've got some chicken left. I've had it in the freezer. It's thawed out, and this is how much chicken we had left after I pulled it all off the bone, minus what we ate. And this is a little more than 8 cups of bone broth, and I'm going to add the chicken that I had left over to the bone broth so we can warm it all up together, and then we will put it in our jars. We had a lot of chicken left over. Of course, I did do 7 legs with that chicken, so it did make quite a bit of meat. And there's just 2 of us, so we don't eat a whole lot. Okay, so we've got that in the Instant Pot, and we're just going to put it on saute. Well, no, let's do something else. Let's put it on, yeah, let's just leave it on saute and let this heat up, and we'll check it in about 30 minutes, see where it's at, see if it's warm enough to start jarring up. Okay, I have very little counter space in my kitchen, so this is going to be crowded doing it this way. I had to heat up the water that was in my canner, so because everything else is hot, I don't want to put cold jars in a hot pan or hot jars in a cold pan. So I've kind of not got very much space here, but I'll try to make it work to where you can see what I'm doing. So I have my chicken, I have my broth, I have my warm jars, and what I'm going to do is start filling the jars with chicken, and they're pretty big pieces. Some of them are anyway. Each pint jar holds about 1 pound of meat. Let me get a different spoon that'll go down in there. There we go. Now, with this being cooked meat, it's not going to put off any more liquid, but they recommend you leaving 1.25 inch headspace. So that's what we're going to try to do. Put a little bit more in there. One more little piece over here. That looks about right. So now we're going to put our broth . And I'm going to debubble it. See if I can get any more broth in there. That looks about like all I'm going to get. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's about right. Okay. See, I told you I didn't have much room. So I'm gonna wipe my rim. Check it for chips. Get my flat and my ring. Stick it in my canner. Okay. Wipe my rim. Check for cracks. Now the rest of this will just go in these jars. And although broth can for like, I'm not sure, about 20 minutes I think in a can, or maybe a little longer. You have to, don't take my word on it, you'll have to check. But being I warmed my chicken up in this broth, there could still be some chicken pieces in it. So that makes it can at the same amount of time that regular chicken meat does. So this way we can can up our broth and our chicken at one time. We're going to get the lid put on this. Now we're going to wait for steam to come out of here. And when it starts coming out of here, we'll wait 10 minutes. And then we'll put our weight on. I can with a 10-pound weight where I'm at. And we're going to can this for pints. For meat, it's 75 minutes. For quarts, you'd want to do it for 90 minutes. So being we're doing pints of meat, we're going to do it for 75 minutes. So I'm not going to take you through the whole process because I have other videos that show the whole process. So I will bring you back when I'm taking these out after the time is up. So we'll see you in a little while. Oh, I heard one seal. I don't see anything in the water. So let's start with this middle one here. That's the broth. You never want to tip your jars as you get them out of the canner, because if they aren't sealed when you bring them out, you run the risk of getting whatever food is in your jar underneath the lid and it won't seal. Move that over just a little bit. I don't see any siphoning in the water at all. That one just sealed. Oh, they're all sealing. Okay, now here's the chicken. That looks really good. Here's the one I thought the head space was going to be off on. Let me get you in here and get a close-up. So there they are. It looks like, just looking across the top of all the jars, it looks like they've all sealed. But we will find out in the morning. I'll bring you back and tell you whether they all sealed. There's another one. Yep. So I'll bring y'all back in the morning when I wash the jars and take the rings off and show you the final product. There it is, all washed, dried, and marked for the pantry. Here they are. Home canned chicken, home canned broth. These would be good for chicken salad, chicken noodle soup, chicken and dumplings, chicken casseroles, anything that you can use chicken and broth for. And the good thing is, you know what's in it and you can pronounce every ingredient. There's no preservatives in here other than the canning process. And you can control the salt, you can control all the ingredients that are in it. And if you're like me, I love seeing food in jars. And it just gives me the satisfaction of knowing that I'm providing for my family. And if something happens one week, we have an unexpected bill, I can go to my pantry and shop. So I hope you all will give it a try. If I can do this, anybody can. And it's easy. So I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.